students, today we are going to start a new lesson, that is our need for air. Previous chapter we have seen our need of water, more about water. Water is also essential thing. The things which are very basic, without that the human being can't live in that. Water is one. Air is also very essential for the human being. Without air, human being can't live. In previous lesson we have learned lots of things about the water. Now in this lesson we are going to learn about air, which is a very basic need of human being as well as animals and plants also. So let us start. Here is a riddle puzzle that you have to start. Chapter number 11, our need for air. A riddle to solve. There is something there, it is to be found, up and down and all around. You can't touch it, you can't see it, but sure as sure you cannot, you can name it. The thing which is there everywhere, up, down, left, right, everywhere. You can't touch it and you can't see it. So what is that? Obviously answer is air. The air which we can't see, which we can't touch, smell, but we can just feel it. The answer of this riddle is air. Now here is one activity, that take a balloon and blow it. What did you feel in it? So whenever suppose is anyone's birthday party or any celebration is there at home, so most of the time we blow the balloons. So we blow the balloons with our mouth, and sometimes we use the machine pump to blow the air. So here the children are blowing the balloon, and what they are feeling? They are feeling the air into that balloon through their mouth. So while blowing the balloon we feel the air, and due to that air the balloon blows and it becomes big. Why it becomes very big? Why it looks very big? Because air is present in that balloon. But if we burst that balloon, can we see the air? No, we can't see air, because air doesn't have any color, air doesn't have any smell. We can just feel it. Suppose you want to see whether the air is present in that balloon or not. So blow a balloon, and after that hold that balloon near to your face or ear, so you can hear the air is coming out from that balloon. So in this way you can understand. So let us see. Air is mixture of different types of gases. In the air, number of gases are there. In that, some important gases are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. As we have learned in last lesson, air is contains with the water vapor. That's why that crisp biscuits become soft, that we have seen. Now here air contains number of gases. The main gases are nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide and water vapor. So in this air nitrogen is present near about 78%, oxygen is 21% and carbon dioxide is 0.04%, and water vapor and other gases are remaining amount. So in the air most of the amount is nitrogen and oxygen is 21%. But for the human being, which is the very needed gas, that is oxygen. Though air contains lots of gases, but human being doesn't need that. Human being needed just oxygen, which is 21% in the air. So see, air is present all around us, but we can't see it. Air does not have color, smell and taste. Though we can't see the air, we can feel it. Now summer season is going on, but suppose in afternoon the power has cut. So what happens? We feel very very much sweating. At that time what we do, due to the power has cut, we can't switch on the fans. So we take the cardboard or any dupatta or scarf and we take the air through that, using that. So what will happen, due to that cardboard and all, we will get the air and that sweating will stop. So in this way we can say that we can feel the air, but can we see the air? No, we can't see the air. When fans are on, at that time if you hold the hand in front of the fan, then you can just feel the air, but can you see which color it is? Is it purple, red, green or white? No, because it doesn't have any color. Can you smell it? No, you can't smell it. Can you taste it? No, because air does not have any color, no smell and no taste. But though we can't see the air, we can feel it. While sweating, if you switch on the fan, then you can feel the air. And even you can see that, suppose you are keeping any page in front of the fan, then that page will flow away. Why? Because due to the air. So this shows the presence of the air. So that's why we can say air is present all around us, but just we can't see it. Now here are some definitions. So let us start. Next, inhalation. For human being, breathing is very much important. Without breathing, human beings can't live. Human beings as well as animals also. So inhalation means what? We breathe in air through our nose, that is inhalation. While breathing, what we do? We take the air inside and we throw the air outside. We take in and take out. So these concepts are related to that. Inhalation means we take the breathe in through our nose, that is inhalation. When we breathe in, that is called as inhalation. And second term is exhalation. Exhalation means we breathe out air through our nose, that is exhalation. This is just opposite of that inhalation. Inhalation means take the breathe in, and exhalation means we breathe out the air through using our nose. So by inhalation and exhalation, nose is very important, because we use for smelling or breathing, which organ of our body we use? We use nose. For inhalation we take the breathe in, and for exhalation we breathe out the air. So that is called as exhalation. Next is respiration. Now inhalation we have seen, exhalation we have seen. Respiration means just combination of that inhalation and exhalation. Let us see. Inhalation and exhalation are together called breathing. We breathe continuously, that is called respiration. See, in breathing we breathe in also, we breathe out also air. So inhalation and exhalation togetherly called as breathing. And continuously we breathe whole day, 24 hours. Though we are sleeping, our breathing is continuously going on. So this continuously breathing is called as respiration. Inhalation and exhalation together are called breathing, and we breathe continuously, that is called a respiration. So these were the three new terms: inhalation, exhalation and respiration. Now when a man is sleeping quietly, why do we see his chest going up and down? As I told you, we breathe, our respiration is going on continuously 24 hours. Though we are sleeping, our nose is not closed. Our nose can't stop its work. Our breathing can't stop. Once we stop our breathing means permanently when our breathing will stop? When we die. If we can't hold the nose for so much time, for so long time. Why? Because continuously we have to breathe. Otherwise we can die. If we hold the nose tightly, then it may happens that we can die. So while sleeping also our breathing is continuously going on. So why we can see that whenever any person is sleeping quietly, you can see that his chest is going up and down. So why this happens? When a man is sleeping quietly, breathing is going on continuously though he is sleeping. When we breathe in, our chest goes up, and when we breathe out, our chest goes down. Now you can do and you can see, when you breathe in, our chest goes up, and when we breathe out, our chest goes down. So that's why while sleeping also this breathe in and breathe out is going on. So sleeping person also, we can see that person chest is going up and down. Why? Because that person's respiration is going on continuously. So this we have seen air. What we have seen, once again I will repeat. Riddle. Air is a composition of different types of gases. Nitrogen, oxygen is 21%, which is very much important for us. And our presence of air is present all around. It doesn't have smell, taste, color, just we can feel it. Here inhalation, breathe in, exhalation, breathe out. Inhalation and exhalation is called breathing, and continuously breathing is called respiration. These things